Thank you for tuning back into the Walk On Pod. I'm Luke Abdalvis. With me, as always, is Tommy Ball and Jared Waters. Tonight is a Friday night. Should be a very relevant pod for us. Jared is hyped. Tommy is going through it right now.
My phone.
Everybody,
Everybody take a deep breath.
prayers in the chat for Tom. He's going through it, but he's putting together a stellar performance to be here tonight with us. So thank you, Tom, for being here. Thank you, Jared, for being here with us. The fellas have fresh cuts. I'm probably the least fresh.
I was literally just gonna say that. Oh my god, I was gonna say that. Great potting.
Yeah, no, we're firing.
This might be one of the first times we're all like
we're all pretty
fresh
within the last
together.
8 days or something.
Yeah.
Mine was 2 days.
Tom's is recent too.
Yesterday.
Yeah, look at that. The guys are firing. We're happy to be here tonight. Happy to deliver.
No, don't say that.
Okay.
I'm not happy about anything right now.
Happy to be potting though. Happy to be
I'm actually in a terrible mood.
talk with the
I'm glad to banter.
Let's banter. Fellas, thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Jared and Tommy just got finished watching the Warriors Houston Rockets game. That's where this animosity
That's
is
what you
coming
want to call it.
Jared, look, do we want to get right into it? Do we have any more?
I mean, you can go first, and then I can go into my.
Okay,
list.
we can go. Anyways, we're gonna kick it right off with our scouting report here at the Walk On Pod, where we take something we like, take something we don't like in the world of sports. We either start it or sit it. We have a little conversation about it. I can start because mine's not about hoops. I'm sure they're gonna talk playoffs, which have been very, very good in the last week since the last time we recorded. Mine's back NFL draft. I'm gonna sit something I sat 2 weeks ago and bring it back to the forefront. I'm sitting having your family as an agent. And look, I just want to look, we don't have to beat a dead horse here because everyone and their mother is talking about Shedeur Sanders and the way he fell. But Shiloh, his brother, who probably wasn't going to get drafted in the first place, talks about my dad was our agent. He was making calls. It wasn't working. I signed with another agent and he immediately got signed to the Buccaneers. Look, I'm telling you guys, like, obviously I'm not in the agent sphere. I'm never going to say I know what I'm talking about when it comes to that. But the family thing isn't working. I don't think these teams want to latch on to someone who clearly has too many personal ties to their client. And obviously I think this is kind of an outlier example with the Sanders. Like, they're going to draw attention no matter who their agent is. But the fact that Deion is Deion and he was the type of personality he was when he was playing, I think it scares teams. And so the fact that he was representing Shedeur and Shiloh, it definitely turned the tables a little bit. With that being said, I think the Browns made a very, very valuable and smart pick in the 5th round, taking him. But look, I just want to reiterate my point because I think it is relevant once again. There's a reason why he fell. I think that's part of it.
I think it has to be.
I also think that's why they always say like keep business and family separate, right?
Yeah.
So it's like there's a reason why that's a saying.
My thing is this too, like, could Deion not have made calls without being their agent? Like, could he?
Yeah, 1,000% could have.
So, like, why are we doing that?
He wants the attention.
So, like,
it's a TV show. It's just a TV show. Okay, Luke, I'm gonna sound dumb right now. I don't want to interject, but I'm gonna sound dumb, and you can tell me I'm dumb. Did they not draft another quarterback earlier? They
drafted Dylan Gabriel in the 3rd round.
So, like, what is going on?
So, if you want the Cleveland Browns insight.
Yeah, I need it right now because I just realized that yesterday, and I was like, this is absolutely
Dylan Gabriel was their guy draft. Dylan Gabriel was the one they wanted. They could have taken him in the 3rd or the 4th. And they knew what his value was. They liked him through the whole pre-draft process, his senior year, all of this, whatever. Shedeur was available in the 5th. They said at this value, 5th for like, I've learned a lot.
Talent-wise. Yeah, talent-wise.
The 5th through 7th round, you're not guaranteed anything. Like, you get whatever your signing bonus is in a training camp contract for the most part. Those type of guys get cut more often than not. Like, they don't make the final 53-man roster. So Shedeur, who's, a first-round potential talent, second-round talent, was sitting there in the 5th. You might as well go package up your 7th and your 6th and go get him and just roll the dice because now you're getting him for a fraction of the price that you could have gotten him in the 2nd round. And
like a Brock Purdy situation.
Brock wasn't even like Brock was not as highly touted as Shedeur, obviously.
Right, but I'm saying that like if it works out,
then you look like a genius because you can pour money into other places.
And you're not gonna. That was what I was gonna get to. Is like you're not gonna have to pay him for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're not on the hook for a lot of money. Like if you draft a quarterback,
Cam Ward's gonna be making 8 figures his first year because that's what first round for 1-1 goes, right? I think that's why, and it sounded like that's what they did. The GM basically said like he wasn't in our draft board, he wasn't in our plans, but we got to this point, and it's like we've addressed the needs that we said we were going to address going into the draft. They got 2 running backs. They bolstered their defense. Might as well take a swing at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which I think is smart, but yeah.
Is that gonna does that and football is football similar to basketball in the sense of where you draft 2 players in the same class? Does it put like, is it gonna make it really hard on Gabriel? Like, like you saw what happened to Brock and why am I blanking on
Trey Lance?
Yeah, Trey Lance. Like, I mean, dude literally never got a chance.
I think the biggest notable one is Kirk Cousins and RG3. That's the one that everyone keeps bringing up, obviously. Like, obviously RG3 like was rookie of the year and all that, and he got hurt, and that's why Kirk got his chance. But I mean, I would bet money that Shedeur gets a starting spot before Dillon Gabriel does. I think Joe Flacco is going to be the immediate starter, and then they'll transition to one of the rookies. Shedeur's the more NFL.
Still going in big 2025.
I love Joe Flacco. I think he's great. I think he's going to be awesome for the Browns. And like, this is clearly a bridge year. Like they're making that very clear with their signings and their draft picks. Probably hoping that they can fall into a franchise QB next year. But the defense is good enough that they can win enough games to maybe make a wild card and see what happens. And then if they have a competent quarterback, they drafted 2 elite running backs, Quinshon Judkins, before Ashton Jeanty had the year he had, was, touted as the best running back in the nation. So I think, they made the right moves and everything to at least, be competitive and make some right plays. But
cool.
I think Shedeur will start games this year in the NFL. And I feel
like there's like too much hype for him, honestly, right?
I think this is the Browns we're talking about. Like, you got to do things to get clicks, unfortunately. Like, that's where you're at as the Browns. You know what I mean? That's just the market that you're in, which I think, you can't get through the gimmicks. And I think he's good enough to even win you a few games. So we'll see. So, yeah, that's what I got. You two, I'm sure you got other things to talk about. So,
yeah, I'll let Jared go last, and I know it's about to get really negative in here, so I'll keep it positive for a moment.
I also didn't watch the game, so this is all first reaction for me too.
Yeah. Okay.
I just saw the score.
Lucky for you.
We'll talk about the game with Jared, I'm sure. I'm gonna start Anthony Edwards because that guy, I just love him.
Good start.
That guy is awesome, dude. He had a bad game in their closeout game, but he still made an impact. Like the great ones make impact when they don't play good. He still found a way to, make the others around him better. And he's a hell of a leader. Like the way he talks to his teammates and the way he builds people up. Like, I'm sure you guys saw that clip of him just hyping up Gobert, screaming.
Yeah.
Like that stuff makes a difference, man. Like it totally makes a difference. And his energy and his like happiness and his chill vibe, it's contagious, and you can see it when the Timberwolves, and obviously they kind of underachieved in the regular season, but they were Western Conference Finals team last year, and they look damn good right now. And the Warriors and the Rockets are killing themselves in the 7-game series. They're sitting at home chilling, ready to kill whoever comes out of that series in Game 1, because that'll be, I think, Game 7 Sunday. Game 1, that game will be Tuesday, and then they play in every other day. So not a lot of rest for the Warriors or Rockets. He's just so good, bro, and he's upped his volume on his threes, and his efficiency is still lights out. Like, I don't know what more you can say. I know he said he didn't want to be the face of the league, but like,
I just don't think you can replace that personality. Like, he's just him through and through. Like, everything he's the same guy. Like,
I also think that narrative is stupid as well. I just want to put that out there. Like, who cares about being the face of the league? Yeah. Like, that's like the NBA.
Has there ever just been, outside of Jordan?
Yeah.
Like, has there ever just been one face of the
league?
Even
and even then, like, bro, like Mike had his small stint where it was just him. But before, Mike was playing with Larry and playing.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he grew the game. Like, the debates are why the league is
like
great.
Isaiah Thomas went back to back, like, while Mike was the face.
Yeah, like, that's why the league is great. People want to talk about that and have that debate. So, like his
first championship, he beat Magic. Like,
So why
Yeah.
do we need to
Like-
put the crown on something?
That's just like Stephen A. and these other idiots,
It
dude.
gets clicks, and
Yeah.
then we
Yeah,
all
that's what
like,
I'm
It's
like.
clicks and it's dumb, but that's besides the point.
Yeah. No,
good
Anthony
talk.
Edwards is
So-
unequivocally like the guy. Like he's just
I think it's hard to
so
root, like
good
hard
and
not
he's
to root
so
for.
fun.
so
Like
this
that
is
video
what
of him post game had me crying. How many guys can just walk through the streets of LA talking
Like we
that
just pinch all.
yeah.
talking that much crap and nobody says a word to him. Like he was just walking the streets of LA just talking crazy and people are dapping him like laughing. Nobody's chirping him. He just took them out in 5. Like he just does what he wants. I mess with him. He's so fun to watch.
So Tom, it's funny you say that because that was gonna be my original start. And I was gonna talk about it, but I was gonna talk about one specific thing, like from a basketball standpoint. So that's like the aura part, which I think is huge. So
Aura.
aura.
Unfortunately, Jared is
Or,
actual definition, not you.
Yeah.
Social media.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna make it more basketball specific, and I was gonna start Anthony Edwards' maturity, right? Because you watch what Jalen Green is going through right now, and they're relatively the same age, relatively about the same expectations.
Who's older?
I
Jalen?
think Jalen was
By a year?
1 year after,
Oh, okay.
but like I think Jalen was also a year the same age. I'm almost positive they're the same age.
What? They're 22, 23?
Yeah, something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, because this is his 4th year in the league. He did 1 year with G League Ignite after
Yeah.
high school, so he would be 23.
Yeah.
I think
And Ant did 1 year in college.
I think Ant was class of 2019 of high school though.
Okay, well, they're either way, they're 1 year apart. My point is that the maturity that Ant has showed, like when he's getting double teamed, like he's like he played. That's why they won that game.
Yeah.
Because teams
Yeah,
were
they're
like
both
literally
23.
like trying to double and take Ant out of the game. Now he bricked a bunch of threes, which you don't love,
Right.
but he was getting off the ball. Like that's
Yeah.
a maturity thing that like 99% of 23-year-olds don't have.
And remember, it was the beginning of the year or last year when he was complaining about the doubles, like he was
Right.
having a hard time with it. And
Yeah, and then he talked about the other 2 games. Was it 3 games ago, where he gave Dante DiVincenzo credit, where he was like, "Yo, I rely on Dante to like show me or tell me what's going on out there when I
Yeah.
can't see it."
yeah,
Like
yeah,
how many other kids that are that good and that talented? Like, and again, I'm not gonna make this an apples and oranges conversation, but like, I mean, you don't hear LeBron say that.
right.
Like, like he's
No,
out
but
here
it is
dogging
true. Like
people. So it's
he,
like the
he's
maturity
mature
that he
enough.
showed in this series has been amazing. So I was
No,
gonna
he was
start
mature
that.
enough to literally come out and
Yeah.
say, like, I still have a hard time reading defenses. I need Dante to tell me,
Yeah.
like, what's good. Like,
Yeah, and like we all know, like all of us have had conversations and played enough basketball that like to be able to make that simple play is so much harder for kids or players now than it was 15 years ago because it's not encouraged.
right.
So for him to like embrace that, as talented as he is, because probably I don't know, probably 50% of the time he could probably break the double team.
Or just shoot over someone.
But he was getting off the ball, which allowed Julius Randle and Mike Conley and everybody else, and like that's why they won in 5.
They're so good. And we got to give Julius Randle love too. He played out of his mind.
He played great.
Yeah.
Guarding LeBron, like Anthony Edwards guarding LeBron, the maturity to take on that responsibility to guard LeBron and like punk LeBron.
They're built for it. They're built for
Yeah.
it. I mean, obviously we're Warriors fans here, but
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
gonna be tough.
if
That's gonna be tough.
they
You
make
get
it
there.
out, that is going to be hell. Like
Yeah.
you
That's
think
gonna be
you
like
thought
the
Houston-
Rockets on steroids. Yeah.
I was gonna say you thought Houston's physical. Wait till Jaden McDaniels is running around and they're a lot better offensively.
You just
So.
got a lot of guys who buy into what they're supposed to do, though. Like,
I think that's also Chris Finch too. You got to
I
give
was
Chris
just-
Finch.
yeah, I just
like
like
you
him.
got.
Like, they just do the right things over there.
Did you see what Julius Randle said about Chris Finch?
I think
So
I did.
he-
Remind me.
So he was talking about when he was in New Orleans and Chris Finch was assistant, and then he went to New York. He was trying to get Chris Finch to go with him to New York because he said that was the most confident he ever felt playing basketball was when Chris Finch was in his ear and telling him like and
so
talking.
he was
to him,
probably
like,
behind that trade then,
Well,
trying to
now
get
the
Exactly.
trade makes a lot more sense. I
Yeah.
did not know that.
Yeah, so he said when he was in New Orleans, Chris Finch was assistant, and then he went to New York. He tried to get Finch to go with him.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
man.
yeah,
Nice.
Good bump. Good bump.
No.
Good bump. Good start, Tom. Jared, what you got, man?
Before we get negative,
Okay.
can we talk about? I just want to bring it up, and it could be quick. Jalen Brunson yanking.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah,
Jared and I were talking about it today, dude.
Screen off the
Like that wasn't Gobert. Like I got the switch.
Yeah, that wasn't. I'm searching out a matchup. That wasn't. I'm going at
like
you.
I'm
That
going
was,
at your neck.
I'm getting
Bro,
a bucket.
I was literally on the
can't
couch
stop me.
going. Why is he ISOing? Like, bring the screen, get the switch.
No.
I was saying that.
He's crazy.
Bro.
He's crazy.
He's crazy. And then when he went and talked to the crowd after, like he hit it, and he's like, "Yeah."
Thompson had.
I love that, bro. Bro.
Thompson had him tucked away in prison on multiple possessions on an island, and he
finished with like 40 something, right?
Yeah, 40 ball straight up, and on like 13 of 28 or something like that.
That bucket he got when he hit a full squat.
Yeah,
on the line, like he's real.
I don't think they're built for it to get through like a Boston or a Cleveland.
Thibodeau just crushes them, bro.
Yeah, but they're fun to watch, dude. They're fun to watch. And Cat's funny, so like.
Honestly, if Thibodeau would just play 8 guys or 9 guys, I think they'd be okay.
He's gonna play 6.
He's gonna play 6.
He's gonna be on his JJ Redick now. I heard you.
AJ.
All right. Is it time, Jared? You want to get on your spiel, man?
I just have a laundry list. It's not that I'm gonna like complain
just talk,
too
man.
much.
Just go for it. So I'm gonna, you just do your thing. I'm gonna say I'm out.
And Tom, you can chime in whatever.
Yeah,
so I watched the game. Obviously, it just happened. It's fresh, so it's obviously frustrating. But I think my biggest sit or my biggest, grind my gears thing is like they just like there was no sense of urgency from the team. So it's like they look like they were out there loafing. So I don't know if that's because they're fatigued, because they don't care. Like I can't be that. So it's like I don't know what that was. I'm gonna sit Steve Kerr for not getting Steph going. Like he ran no sets for Steph. Steph didn't score in the first quarter. Like they weren't running anything. Third quarter, same exact thing when they got blitzed, right? Like their defensive rotations were terrible. So I'm gonna sit that. Like, how do you give up a 4-point play to start the third quarter?
Oh, that was fourth quarter.
Or fourth quarter, yeah. Fourth quarter, sorry. And it's like, and then I'm literally gonna sit Quentin Post. Like, please don't play.
I was getting so mad at.
Like, why was he still in the game? Like, why was he playing so many minutes? I don't get it. Throw Looney in there. What are we doing? Like, Steven Adams is crushing you.
I was getting flashbacks to when he was playing Anderson Varejao.
Yeah. In the 2016.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a rookie, bro. Like I understand he's made some shots and he's a good 3-point shooter, but he clearly outside of game 3 where he had 11 rebounds, he's been awful this series.
Awful. Like, dude, that was the word. And they just kept playing him, and he was like jumping like crazily at Sagoon and like just fouling him, and like I just like.
And Thompson realized he can just blow by him and get fouled.
Yeah, so that was bad. And then again, I hate to beat a dead horse, but like Draymond, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing, man?
Oh, we need to have let's have a conversation about Draymond Green because
what are we doing, dude? Like you're just like I don't get it. Like you got Rich Paul sitting courtside. Like who can get through to this guy, man? Because he's about to sabotage another series.
He is flagrant 3 minutes into the game. Are we serious?
Like, bro, and then that just set the tone to be bad.
I saw a stat. He has 18 assists, 19 turnovers, and I think 14 made baskets this series.
Yeah.
Why
does he keep trying to foul bait on drop off layups? He has a layup and then he jumps backwards. That's the third time he's done that this series.
It's easily the worst I've ever seen him play.
And then it's just like, dude, leave the refs alone. Like they already hate you. They already hate you, bro. Like just leave them alone.
He is nonstop.
He's not going to. He knows he doesn't know anything else at this point, I think.
But to me, it's just I'll be super honest. I think I said it on the pod. This series was going to be extremely hard for them. It wasn't a good matchup for them. Yeah. And they were up 3-1. I'm like, oh wow, they're going to pull a rabbit out of their hat. Steph's going to do it again. And now here we are, game 7. And the last thing I'll say is for the love of God, Tom, for the love of effing God, why are we allowing Fred VanVleet to continue to shoot? He is literally 5'11". Why would you not just force him to the basket? Like, make him shoot a layup. Like, guy is literally walking into rhythm hezzy threes. Like, what in the F are we doing?
He literally can't miss. It's ridiculous.
Like, just make him
that's Fred though. In the playoffs, that's what he does.
Bro, I'm pushing him to the rim. I'm not getting.
Oh, for
stuck.
sure.
He doesn't want to
take shots. So if
he does not want to shoot at the rim. I don't get it. I just
it just blows my.
They have no answer for the double big lineup either.
No, and it blows my mind that they just that Steve can't figure it out. Yeah. That's what it looks like. I could be too close to it. Luke, you can have your own opinion.
Everyone kind of said that they don't think Steve is like that good of a coach.
No, Steve has had great coaching moments.
Yeah,
even in game 4, when he ran we talked about it. He ran the first set for Buddy,
for Bud, yeah.
Like, instead of running it for someone else, like, he ran nothing for Steph. They ran nothing for Steph tonight. So, I just don't get it.
Buddy hasn't hit a shot
since that game.
Buddy Hield experience. Yeah. Buddy Hield experience, man.
And starting Gary, like, why would you not start Moody? Like, why are you starting a 6'2" 4-man?
You can't guard, and Fred's been baking him all series. So
yeah, and then they went big when they went Jabari, Sengun, and Adams. I mean, why are you still playing this pod GP Steph lineup?
Yeah, that's the difference in the series is they have no answer for that lineup. Like, that lineup's kicked the crap out of them.
Dude.
And Ime, credit to Ime, when Dylan Brooks picked up his 4th foul today, he didn't even come back in the game.
Well, and credit to Ime for not shying away from keeping Steven Adams in the game when they were fouling him.
Yeah.
Because remember, speaking of coaching, I'm not going to go into it. What did Doc Rivers do? He took DeAndre Jordan out of the game when they started doing that. Well, and they lost 2 series that way.
They took Adams out of the game when Steve did it in game 4, and they lost.
Yeah.
And he
just said F it. Yeah, he said, I'm going to just let it rock, which it paid off. It's huge. They look disinterested.
Yeah, that's
don't get me started on the crowd. Like, when Doris Burke is telling you it's quiet in there, like, what in the actual F, bro?
Yeah.
Yo, I could have been there, Tom.
Yeah.
I told Jared that.
You would have been the loudest person there,
just as a basketball fan, not cheering for either team, just as a
fan. I mean, Game 7 in Houston, you got Steph Curry on Jimmy.
I'm not gonna lie, this is a Steph moment though.
I'm not picking against them, but
it's frustrating.
Stop turning the damn ball over.
It's 20,000, like it's 2014 again.
It's 2014.
Like, for the love of goodness gracious, grab a rebound. Oh my goodness.
Like, so here's my thing. So Luke, let me ask this, because this is a Luke special right here.
Oh,
for you guys that don't know.
Jeez.
So if Luke is on the opposite end of me in a 3-on-3 game or a 4-on-4 game, when the shot goes up,
I make sure Jared doesn't get the board. I don't care if I get it.
Yeah. Luke literally doesn't even look where the ball's going. He literally 2-hand like this, tries to chuck me.
Yeah.
And that's what you got to do,
sprint. Like, why are you not doing that to Steven Adams?
You have to.
This guy Quentin's out here like this, like.
Yo, I'm gonna be honest. Look, we played Oscar Tshiebwe this year. That was our scout. It doesn't matter if your guy's crashing. Go get a 2nd and 3rd hit on Oscar Tshiebwe because he averages 20 boards a game. That's what Steven Adams is doing.
Yeah. I don't get it. I'm not the smartest person that watches basketball, but if that big MFer is getting every rebound, I don't care about me getting any rebounds anymore. I care about making sure he doesn't get the rebound.
Also, like your chance to get rebounds has passed. We're in the playoffs now. Do what it takes to win. Like, you know what I mean?
Why are they not telling him that? That's my other thing. Like, they didn't change.
He was do better on him.
No, I'm saying, why wasn't like Draymond or Steve or somebody?
Draymond's too involved with all the other BS.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, dog, just go 2-hand chuck.
Draymond not even playing basketball, bro.
I've been said this. This is great. This is great.
The only time that Steven Adams ended up on his ass was when Moses Moody did exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah,
like,
just go get
he
a hit.
literally ran like this, like a football blocker.
That's what you got to do.
Him. Yeah,
Yo, refs let you do that, though. Refs let you get a hit.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know. What do you think for Game 7? What do you?
It's up in the air. It's 50-50.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to bet against Steph. I think Game 7's come down to who has the best player on the floor, and you got Steph. Like, you know what I mean?
If they lose down 3-1, I mean, it's gonna.
What do you do from
them.
where do you go from there?
But the other thing,
I mean, they already have to address a lot of issues.
Well, so that's what I was gonna get.
Jimmy's not 100.
This was gonna be my last point. And
he's not, but he's still playing well. So
but that's just Jimmy playing hard, but he's not 100.
No, but I'm not gonna use that as an excuse. Like they're on Wednesday.
Even when they were up 3-1, I feel like they got away with it because of the inexperience of Houston. Now I think Ime is doubling down on what he's found that works, and he's not trying to overcook it. All of Golden State's holes in their roster that we have been adamantly discussing for 6 months are coming to fruition.
It's just why are we on year 5 of experimenting with no center on the roster? They haven't had a center.
Because you have a Steph Curry that covers up the clear.
They haven't had a center since our guy Marquise Chris was throwing between the legs passes to Steph in 2020. It's ridiculous.
We don't got nothing to say on that though. So, I mean, but I think that's what happens when you have a Steph. He covers it up. Like he makes it look like it's not as bad as it is.
Yeah. Well, but I've been telling you how bad it is all year.
No,
it's so bad. It's so bad. And I think Jimmy getting hurt sucks. You know, he's obviously not what he should be. He's still playing well.
He's not even the problem right now.
He's not. No, he's not at all. Yeah. I'm just saying, like the move to get Jimmy, I understood it. They're so flawed. Their roster is just so flawed. So
and it's gonna kill them now that they're gonna be if they go out in the first round.
Yeah.
Like and now the tax bill or the salary that they're gonna have, like you're cooked. Like you can't do anything.
I'll say this: we can move on. Last time it was Game 7 on the road. Steph gave us 50. So.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that very vividly.
See what happens.
So fingers crossed, but yeah, it's 50-50 in my mind.
You know what's funny? Draymond if you have to.
Tommy said something earlier in that reminded me of a tweet that I saw. Tommy was like, "We had no answer for the double big." Did you guys see this tweet earlier?
The jumbo pass.
It was the era of the double big, and someone was like, "Double big, you mean a power forward and a center, like traditional basketball?" Yeah. And it was Julius Randle, Gobert. Yeah. It was Mobley and
Jared Allen.
Yeah.
Şengün and Adams is actually two bigs.
No, that literally is. Because what is Adams gonna do out on the point? I just thought it was funny because like it shows you, like we've talked about it time and time again, like the level of basketball awareness that like average viewers have. It's like, oh, the double big. It's like, no, like that's a power forward in the center. Like that's just what they're supposed to do.
They're just taller than they used to be. The funny thing is,
but it's also because I think like those power forwards were playing center when it's like a small ball lineup, and that's what everyone wants to see. Just everyone chuck. So it's like.
Just don't lose to Houston, man. I just hate Houston so much. Like,
I mean, this has been like kind of a like it's been building.
Though. Like, I gotta tip my cap. Like, they went down 3-1.
Ime, bro.
They played elite. And actually, can Fred VanVleet just miss? Like, just miss a few shots.
That's Fred, man.
I mean, he break the first 2 games, so we'll see. I mean, it's got to come
back. He break the first 3. He was 6 for 29 the first 3. He's 18 for 25 the last 3.
Remind him what they paid him, and then he was like, "Oh." Gosh,
maybe get out of the drop coverage. I don't know.
He's probably just like
force him to the rim, bro.
Well, that's what I'm saying though. Like, get out of the drop coverage.
Like at that point, it doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
No, that's what the biggest concern was, how disinterested they looked, and how quiet the building was.
I mean, that's a
No, I'm saying that was the biggest concern. Like. Of watching that. It's not like it was a close game. Like, they got banged.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it looks like. I need to watch. I'll probably watch.
They were down 15 in the fourth.
Kuminga not even being able to play, like, really hurts them. He, like, because you just lose a player who was supposed to be in the rotation and for nothing. Like, just,
was he hurt? Or was he cleared to play and they didn't play him?
I don't know.
I saw that he was, like, hurt. Yeah, but.
That whole situation is just bad.
It's probably his agent trying to cover up, save the money.
Yeah, good politics.
Move on.
All All right. Do we have anything else to wrap up, or are we good there?
Can I add one more thing?
Yeah, go for it.
I also want to give a special start to our man Greg Popovich, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
that's a good one.
Greg Popovich, and start to Mitch too. Mitch has done a great job, and
shout out to the Spurs for letting him, giving him the keys.
Yeah, I mean, he earned it. He put the time in. He grinded it out. Like, that's what the Spurs are about. That's the Spurs way.
Yeah.
The reason why I just thought about that, because I want to make sure I put this tweet out there too. Someone tweeted when Shams was saying that he's not going to be the head coach anymore. Someone said he witnessed the Bulls going 72-10. He witnessed 9/11. He witnessed the Warriors going 73-9. He witnessed LeBron break the scoring record. He witnessed Curry break the three-point record. But after 22 years of coaching, he had never witnessed Joel Embiid make the conference finals.
Yeah. That's really the big. Speaking of Twitter, man, that's a big thing going around.
Yeah, it's crazy. But anyways, I'm done.
But I do want to say shout out to Pop. That's a good shout though, Jared. I don't know if I told this story on the pod, but I've had one interaction with Pop, and there's zero reason. Obviously, I've played within the Spurs organization my last 2 years, and there's zero reason for him to know who I am or like even give me the time of day. And I went out of my way to introduce myself during summer league, and he knew who I was, and we had a good conversation. And I just think that shows like the type of person he is. So, shout out to Pop, obviously, a legend, and everyone knows what he's done for the game and what he stands for. So, obviously we hope and pray for good health moving forward, but I think he'll still be around the game and be around the Spurs organization. And I think they're putting the best foot forward right now. So. Yeah. I think it'll be special. So good call, Jared. Appreciate
salute to a legend.
Yeah, shout out Pop, man.
Coach ever.
Okay. Speaking of Jared's tweet, look, man, there's a big look. By the time this comes out in 2 days, it might already be moved on. But the speed that Twitter moves on. But there's a big debate going on. Big debate.
I actually have a suggestion. I have a suggestion.
Yeah, go for it.
Do we want to do normal and go with our own lists, or do we want to come to a consensus best 5?
I think we go with our own list because I feel good about my list.
All right, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I didn't know if we wanted to mix it up completely or not.
But there is a big debate, and it's 100 people versus one gorilla. Who would win the fight? And so what we're gonna do here today on the Walk On Pod.
How does this start?
Is bring you who we're drafting for 100 people versus the gorilla, but we're obviously going to bring our starting 5 with a walk-on. Fellas, I think this is going to be great. Like I said, I really hope by Sunday it's still relevant because it moves very fast nowadays, and you can never really tell what type of trends are going to stick around or are people going to still talk about. But people are doing their drafts on Twitter. I don't know if you guys have been seeing them.
I have been.
But I also would like to say someone also wanted actually a couple people wanted to join this draft. I didn't tell you guys this, so we're gonna have a fourth. I guess they're a team, but we're gonna have a fourth input on this. So we have 4 different lineups coming our way. So
whoa.
Wait, they're actually showing up.
Here we go. We got Kalen Sandler and Jaden Tubbs are gonna be here giving their.
Okay.
Jaden was the assistant GM. Jaden was the assistant GM.
Okay.
Weasley was the actual GM.
Yeah. So, we're gonna go ahead. Do you guys want to pick the order? Or do you want to?
No, you don't do that. Don't do that stupid wheel shit, man.
Did we say,
do the wheel. Do the wheel.
No, did you say what the category is, Luke?
It's 100. It's our starting 5 of 100 people versus a gorilla. These are our starting 5 for it.
Yo, man, can you get your dog off the computer, bro?
Well, I assume that our assistant over here would help, but there's not much help. So I think Beasley just wants to be involved.
Versus the world, who's our top 5?
Yeah, my bad. I'm really doing my best here.
I don't feel like you are.
Jared, shut up. Do you want the same wheel that we've been doing, or do you want a different?
I don't care. I don't care.
Complain about it.
I'm gonna complain either way.
You guys all have. I've never noticed it's like with 3 buzz cuts.
Oh yeah, we just said all of us got a haircut. So.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't know if that's.
Yeah, that's part of the uniform.
Got it.
J and K. Okay. Here we go. We got our wheel. We got our wheel here.
It had to be athletes, right?
Go. Let's
No, it
go.
could have been anybody.
Oh, anybody. Got it.
It's just 100 people. Oh, wow.
Jay Waters.
Jared,
I went first.
you get to choose what position you want.
I'll take first.
Jared going first.
I like it.
Wow.
I like it. I'll go last.
Okay, Tommy takes the 4 slot. And then it's just us in this room right now. Oh, that's crazy. Do you guys want the second or third pick? They're going to take third, so I got second. All right, Jared, kick us off.
This one's easy for me. This guy's going to anchor my team. If we need to play defense, this guy's going to be at the forefront of that, taking the brunt of any kind of contact. At my center, give me Shaq.
Shaq off the board at the 1-1 in the gorilla debate. Kalen and Jaden, you guys are on the board. First pick. Oh, you said third? My bad. Second pick. I really like my list here, so I can really take anybody here. I'm going to go to my point guard. I need someone that's going to lead our troops. This is our motivator. He knows the plan. He knows the blueprint for what we're trying to do. He's going to lead us to victory. Give me David Goggins at my point guard.
That's such a good pick.
The guy's a motivator. The guy's a motivator. It doesn't matter the other 5 that I have with me. He's going to get the best.
Guy's going to carry the boats, man.
You're going to carry the boats. They're going to carry the boats. So, yeah, give me David Goggins at the point guard. Now it's your guys' turn.
For our point guard, we're going to go ahead and go with Miley Cyrus during her wrecking ball era. I don't think there's much that's coming past her. I think she's ready to fight. She's ready for any opponent that comes away. She's gonna bring that ball and she's gonna wreck through it. A lot of chaotic energy.
Okay, Miley.
What you got, bro?
The worst pick
Miley
in history is
wrecking.
I am going to select.
That was Tom, I think, but yeah.
I'm gonna go with my center. I'm gonna go with my center here, and I'm going to select the Mountain from Game of Thrones.
Wow, good pick.
Mountain from Game of Thrones at my center. He's gonna be the brute force. He's gonna be the first wave of attackers.
Yeah, I'm not hip, as we know. Neither are the people in this room.
You can look up the Mountain and you'll understand.
Okay, back to you, Tom.
Yep, I'm gonna go power forward, and we need a real deal fighter, and we need a guy. We need a guy who's also in the heavyweight class. So give me John Jones here. Give me
Nice.
John Jones.
Where are you putting him?
Power forward.
Power forward, John Jones. That's it. I mean, heavily regarded as the greatest of all time. So can't really go there. Can't really go wrong there. Okay. You come on.
So this next pick, you'll see a theme coming here, but we're gonna go ahead and go with Serena Williams. I don't think there's any doubt that strong female athlete who's just ready to take on any challenge that's ahead of her, just ready to dominate what's put in front of her, even if that's a gorilla.
Can I get a position, please?
Yeah, she's gonna go ahead and actually be our center here. Center.
Serena Williams off the board at the
Okay.
position.
Shout out to Serena.
The theme.
Guys, we've only taken 2 picks, so.
Trivia. Let's guess the theme here.
Okay, I'm gonna go to my small forward here. This guy has been doing it for years. I think Jared was a big fan of his in his earlier ages. Obviously, the guy has a legacy. He's doing it for longer than most of us have imagined. And recently on the big screen, he does things that are inhumane. You might think he's a superhero, but he's really not. He just drives cars really fast. I'm taking Vin Diesel at my small forward.
Love me, Vin Diesel.
I need some really good ball-headed energy in my fight. The guy has played multiple roles, and he's strong. He's
Triple X. Come on, man.
Yeah, he does a lot. The pacifier, like he does.
Have you ever seen Pitch Black?
And I can't say I have. No.
Oh man.
But I'm sure he brings ball-headed energy in that. So you know what I mean. So
Yeah.
Give me Vin
Chronicles
Diesel
of
at the
Riddick,
small
man. That's
forward. He's gonna space the floor a little bit, and he's gonna bring a fight, and bring the family together. You know what I'm saying?
Got it. Yeah, you got 100 people.
Exactly.
This one's easy. I had the heavy hitters go first because I want to protect the rest of my group of 100 people. So I'm gonna throw my best 2 punches out there first. So at power forward, give me Superman.
Oh, nice. Do you have a specific iteration of Superman you want? Or?
I like the Henry Cavill.
Oh, the most recent one, the Man of Steel one?
Zack Snyder.
Good pick.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I wouldn't want the one from the 80s. He's in a wheelchair, so.
I mean, but in his prime though, he was flying around the world and turning back time. So
All right. Anyways,
that's what happened in the movie. You can't get mad at me for not seeing movies that know what happens in the movie. Like,
it's just bad that you've seen that one.
I'm well versed. Shout out to Dr.
A. Now at shooting guard, I put this guy at shooting guard because I feel like he can really come with some firepower, and he's going to be unexpected. He's not the biggest guy, but really, we like to have defensive-minded players when our offense is not as struggling. This guy can really take a hit. So at shooting guard, give me Rocky Balboa.
Nice. Really good play.
Good.
Really good play. Okay, I'm gonna go to my point guard here. Oh no, I'm gonna go to my power forward. Actually, I already got point guard David Goggins. Power forward here. This is a guy that we know can take a hit and can come back and deliver. Something that's historic, and that's what we need here in order to get a victory. I'm gonna go with 50 Cent. Obviously he took a few bullets, came back, delivered one of the greatest hip hop albums of all time. And that's a mean guy that you don't want to run into. Give me 50 Cent, Curtis Jackson at my power forward. I think that's a really good pick. I really like that one.
I like the Gorilla Unit. I don't even know if you've peeped that or not.
Yeah, exactly. So I really feel good about that one. But yeah, back to K and J here for their third pick.
Is that what their friendship name is?
Yes. This one's for Graydon if he's listening. 2 words or 2 names?
Simone Biles.
Oh, wow.
What is going on? Jay, what you holding in that hand there? That right hand.
Jared, stop prying. What position do you?
Starbucks.
Can I get a position?
10:30 at night.
Anyways,
Jared, you have nowhere to speak. She's a weekly listener. She knows how you get down on the
pod. I just want to respect it.
Simone Biles.
All right, point guard. I'll just keep it simple. I got Aaron Donald here.
I mean, yeah, that's a good point.
At the point guard.
Got Aaron Donald at the 1.
That's gnarly. I like that.
You just say good answer. She doesn't know what that is.
Playing bully ball. We're playing bully ball versus the Silverbacks.
Good answer.
I'll leave it at. Shooting guard, a little more finesse here, but don't make no mistake about it. Tons of power. Bruce Lee.
Yeah, fast.
You guys have small forward, power forward, and then obviously the Walker comes last. But
Yeah. Our next pick, Alona Mar. That's all I gotta say.
She's a rugby player.
She is the rugby player. She's a Dancing with the Stars runner-up. She is the queen of the feminist strength movement. If you think a gorilla is getting, bro, you got no idea what's coming for you. If you think a gorilla is getting through this woman, this classy.
Didn't women's rugby just get invented like 2 years ago?
You got no idea what's coming.
What position?
She is our this one. Just put her anywhere.
It's power forward.
Power.
How do you spell that?
Lil. Sorry.
Jesus, this is bad, guys.
Alona. ALONA.
There we go. That's fine.
Oh, that's not.
All right, it's my turn. We're going to my shooting guard. One of the hardest hitting players in the league. And it's not. Yo, dude, your time is up. You already made your pick.
For sure.
What does that say?
That's her merch.
Oh.
Beauty and brains.
Anywho, one of the hardest hitting players in the league, and it's not Darren Sharper, but we're going with Troy Polamalu at my shooting guard. One of the most feared defensive backs of all time. Lays the lumber. I mean, that's a mean shoulder. If I'm a gorilla, I wouldn't want to get hit by him as well.
I feel like the gorilla is gonna get his hair and that's like a lot.
No, we're gonna. I mean, we had time to train. We're gonna either press it, you know what I'm saying, or put it up in he'll probably be wearing a helmet, right? So I don't know. But give me Troy Polamalu. I think you can't go wrong there. It was either him or Cam Chancellor at the shooting guard. I went with Troy. I like Troy better. I think he hits a little harder and needs a better safety coverage. So I think he kind of police our team a little better.
He's a good leader too.
Great leader. Great hair.
Yeah, great hair.
Head and shoulders.
Oh my God. Okay. At small forward, I put this guy at small forward because if it ends up being a hand-to-hand combat, this guy's got it. If it ends up being weapons like knives, this guy's got it. If it all comes to crap and this guy needs to pull out the big guns, he can do that too. So give me John Wick at the small forward.
Good pick. I watched those for the first time last year.
There you go. Good job.
You got a cosign.
Yeah. John Wick at small forward. Now at point guard, I specifically put this guy at point guard because he's the smallest guy on my team, but he also has been rumored to wrestle bears in real life. So give me Khabib, and I'm gonna butcher the last name.
Yeah, I'm gonna just say Khabib.
Yeah. Just go Khabib.
Nurmagomedov.
Yeah.
Khabib. No, that's
Khabib.
actually really big.
This guy wrestles bears. I'm sure he could be fine with a gorilla. Gorillas don't have claws.
Yeah, that's a good one. Okay, I'm gonna go to my center. I'm kind of mad that Jared picked Rocky Balboa because I was going in the same cinematic universe. I'm taking Ivan Drago.
Oh, thighs.
I mean, that's a mean slugger.
Yeah, that's a lot of PSI coming out of that punch.
Yeah, like he might have lost to Rocky. But we, you know what I'm saying? It's the bigger picture here. We need him to just lay a few right hooks and we'll be okay.
Yeah.
So I think we get Ivan Drago in the 5th round here at the center, and we're gonna look good. We're gonna be pretty happy with that.
I like it.
All right, next up we're going for sharpshooter Katniss Everdeen.
Jeez.
Oh, are you serious?
Thank you.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
Good pick.
Are weapons allowed? I don't know what the.
That's so funny.
I don't believe weapons are allowed, but
show up how you need to show up.
Shout out to Katniss Everdeen.
Yo, I think that's so funny. I can't wait to put my walk on out there.
Oh, jeez. Do you have Peter Malarkey or whatever his name is?
Peter Millar.
We need a guy at the small forward who's going to be willing and ready to lay a hit stick at any given moment. I'm going with Bam Bam Cam Chancellor here.
Yeah, that's what I said earlier.
Legion of Boom, holding it down.
Nice.
And then I'm going to turn around with the walk on. Been praising him. He's been the difference in the Warriors series. We've got Steven Adams here.
Yo, come on. Hey, shout out to Cam Shelton. The strongest entity in the universe is how he refers to him as.
He is, bro.
No, he literally is.
That's a really good take. That's a really good
Watching people trying to box him out is hilarious, bro.
Incredible. It's
yeah.
Honestly incredible.
Walk on.
On to do tattoo.
All right.
Sorry, you good? We were ready over here for a walk on.
Our walk-on pick, I'm gonna go ahead and lock in the strongest female lifter from University of the Pacific, and I'm gonna go ahead and submit Jaden Tubbs, strongest female athlete from University of the Pacific. Lock that in.
She wants me to die.
Yeah, that's a little scary. I wouldn't sacrifice.
Yeah, she's gonna hang clean the gorilla? What's going on?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right, I'm glad we got that out the way. I'm going to my walk on here. Switching gears here. Haven't taken someone. I guess I took 50 Cent, but we're taking someone from the entertainment industry here. This guy just screams aggression. I think we bring him off the bench, and he's just gonna make people angry, and just their blood's gonna start boiling, and we're gonna be really mad. Give me NBA YoungBoy at my walk-on position.
Oh my God.
Give me NBA YoungBoy. Look, I always say I can't listen to his music before noon because it's just too aggressive and I hate it. But I think for this, it's perfect. It's perfect. We're just gonna get a lot of people really aggressive and angry, and we're gonna fight the right fight there.
That's good. I like it.
So I was a YoungBoy too. That was my favorite.
Okay,
YoungBoy
now
album.
the reason I was laughing at Jaden and Kaylin because they went with a Hunger Games character, which is hilarious because I also chose a Hunger Games character, but mine was a smarter pick, in my opinion. No offense. Because if the gorilla is just that unstoppable, you're going to need someone that can rig a booby trap to essentially make the gorilla kill himself. So give me Beatty Latier.
Yes.
Beatty Latier at the walk-on because he looks like a walk-on and he was a genius. And if he can electrocute everyone in the Hunger Games, he can for sure find a way to kill a gorilla.
Yeah.
Who won the Hunger Games?
That was politics. Okay.
They won.
Yeah,
Jared.
won.
I mean, look. All right, Jared. We got point guard Khabib or Gurmatov, however you say his last name.
Khabib Nurmagomedov.
Yeah, there you go. Shooting guard Rocky Balboa, small forward John Wick, power forward Superman, center Shaq, walk on BD Latier. Are you afraid that you only have one real person?
No, because that real person is Shaq. No, two real people. Khabib's a real person.
Oh, you have two real people.
Yeah, three actually. Rocky Balboa is a real person.
No, he's not. That's Sylvester Stallone. He's not wrong.
Sylvester Stallone.
There's got to be John Wicks running around out there somewhere. I'll give you Superman.
Oh, okay. I got David Goggins at my point guard, Troy Polamalu at my shooting guard, Vin Diesel at my small forward, 50 Cent at my power forward, Ivan Drago at my center, and NBA YoungBoy at my.
Yeah, Ivan Drago's not a real person.
No, I know. Vin Diesel's like embodiment isn't real either. Like I'm sure he's not a person in real life. Kayla and Jaden have Miley in her wrecking ball stage, shooting guard Simone Biles, small forward Katniss Everdeen. Would have put Katniss Everdeen on my shooting guard, but again, I'm not their GM. Power forward Alona Marr, center Serena Williams, and walk on Jaden Tubbs. That is unreal. The assistant GM has volunteered as tribute, which is crazy to me.
I'd pay a lot of money to watch that lineup. Go to just go to.
Like, I mean, shout out to Jaden, very strong. She's gonna need to pull a lot of weight with this. I think the Miley wrecking ball thing, I don't know, because she was also doing 23 around that time, and again, she's not ready for battle in that situation. Tommy, great lineup here. I like this one a lot. Aaron Donald, shooting guard Bruce Lee, small forward Cam Chancellor, power forward John Jones, center the Mountain from Game of Thrones, walk on Steven Adams, which is so funny to me. Good list, fellas. Good list. Did you guys have any backups that you want to give a little shout to? Because I mean, it is 100, so obviously we had to narrow down to 5 plus 1, but
nah,
there's Jalen Carter in there.
I pulled the I pulled the Dark Knight and I threw a bunch of like stuff out in the center, and I was just like, okay, whoever 6 people survive, that's who I'm gonna pick for my team. So
Dwayne The Rock Johnson not going drafted is a little interesting to me.
I feel like it's a lot of fluff now. I don't know if he has the motivation.
Good leader, though. Good leader.
He has the motivation now.
What about? I mean, if we were doing fictional, I think like Optimus Prime, obviously, like just to give a pregame speech. He's maybe not in the fight, but. And then I also had Marshawn Lynch. I think he's right in line with the Cam Chancellors.
Yeah, I mean Luke Skywalker.
Yeah. But I think weapons aside, you might,
That's what I'm saying. Luke Skywalker doesn't need weapons, right?
Darth
Vader.
Yeah, that's true.
Vader's got hands.
Yeah, Vader does have hands. We didn't really. Yeah, we went with a lot of. I mean, I guess Ivan Drago is kind of an antagonist for sure. I don't know much about the Mountain.
Jordan.
Steven Adams is an antagonist for you two right now. So.
It's terrible.
All right, good list, fellas. I like that. Way to get involved. Shout out to the ladies for getting involved.
Yeah, that was nice. I mean, is Jaden really that strong? Did she really?
Yeah, well, no. So there's some merit to that. She did win the Iron Tiger Award in 2021, I believe, for like the weight room award at University of Pacific. I mean, obviously, Jaden, she was libero.
Yeah.
WCC, all honors, all of that. Like, she's legit. So like.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's not me. Like I don't have gorilla strength, so I need my 50 chips a night so that the silver on my open cup will shine bright.
Nice, short, sweet, to the point. I like it.
Happy Friday night. See you Sunday. Go Warriors! Please don't lose on the road. Ugh. These are your favorite walk-ons, and we're walking out.